What is up, guys? James Carter TV here to release my second official 2016 NFL mock draft. I released my first official 2 weeks ago. It's time for another mock draft, and the mock draft is down in the description box below. Last time we did 3 rounds. I only did 2 rounds this time. As some of you that were subscribed to me earlier know, I am in college. I had a winter break. Now I'm back in college. College is already working me to death, but that's okay. It's what I signed up for. And some of you are going to ask which university I go to. I go to Vanderbilt because I don't know why. It's obligatory that people ask, but people want to know. So I go to Vanderbilt, and people don't know that. Not everyone knows that, since you guys aren't all subscribed to me. I keep getting a lot of subscribers by the day, which thank you for that. But anyway, mock draft. Mock draft completely down in the description box below. Now, last time, the most talked about thing in my mock draft was the fact that I had Jalen Ramsey going number 1. People told me I was crazy. People told me I was an idiot. Well, I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. Look, more and more people are figuring out that Jalen Ramsey is a top 3 talent in this NFL draft. I don't know, and more top 2. A lot of people are figuring this out. I've known this for a while, okay? That's number 1. Number 2. The Tennessee Titans have retained Mike Mularkey, much to my dismay. I hate this move. I'm so depressed about the Tennessee Titans, and I will be depressed about this team for the upcoming 3 years because I am a Tennessee Titans fan. But regardless, they're keeping Mike Mularkey, and they're also keeping Dick LeBeau. The Titans run a 3-4. Joey Bosa in a 3-4 defense is a 3-4 outside linebacker, and there's no discussion. I don't know why people think he can play 3-4 defensive end. He can't. There is not one 3-4 defensive end in the NFL that is 285 pounds, except for there is none. Maybe Alvin Bailey of the Kansas City Chiefs is the best one, and Joey Bosa isn't 285 pounds. He's 275 pounds. He's got to put on 15 pounds in order to play 3-4 defensive end, and that's going to make him much less explosive, much less dynamic, and much less good at the next level. They already have Brian Orakpo and Derek Morgan under contract for the next 3 years. This team is not taking an outside linebacker pass rusher. They're not taking a pass rusher with the number 1 pick. The only way I could have seen that happening was if they hired a new coach or a new defensive coordinator that brought in a 4-3 defense, allowing Brian Orakpo to move up to Sam linebacker, and then Joey Bosa could fit in that defensive end position. But now that they're sticking with the 3-4, there is no longer needs for a conversation. This team, to me, is not taking Joey Bosa. So that leaves Laremy, Tunsil, or Jalen Ramsey, because these are the top 3 prospects. All right, we already eliminated one. All right, let's look at these other 2. Laremy Tunsil. I don't know why people think the current left tackle for the Tennessee Titans sucks. He doesn't. There's a lot of players on this team that suck. Trust me with that. But watching this team, Taylor Laquon is actually better than average NFL left tackle. He is. The problem is, the one sack you remember was the sack that got Marcus Mariota injured. It's unfortunate, it's unlikely, but that's what happened. And he got beat by Jabal Sheard of the New England Patriots, who's actually a pretty good pass rusher. Taylor Laquon is a top 11 pass rusher. I mean, left tackle, this guy was ranked number 11 by Pro Football Focus, number 10 left tackle in the NFL. I mean, this is a good left tackle the Titans have. He's their best offensive lineman. So, and I would bet my money today, Laremy Tunsil will not come into the NFL and be a top 10 left tackle from day 1. So you might be under the belief that by taking Laremy Tunsil, the Titans would be upgrading the left tackle position. They would not. They'd be going backwards. They'd be upgrading the right tackle position, because I'm sure Taylor Laquon would be better than Byron Bell, but actually you'll be decreasing the left tackle production, because it's going to take a couple of years before Laremy Tunsil finally reaches that top 10 left tackle and potentially that 5 left tackle position, which Taylor Laquon, by the way, still has the potential to do, because this is his 2nd year in the NFL. This is upcoming 3rd year. he can still improve, and he's already pretty good. So I don't see them taking a left tackle. What I do see them taking is Jalen Ramsey, who would help and fill their second, maybe first biggest need, and that is the secondary. He can play cornerback. He can play safety. And there is this presumption, this belief in the NFL and people and fans in the NFL, oh, you can't take a cornerback number one. You have to take a quarterback, a left tackle, or a pass rusher. Those positions have been filled for the Titans. Everywhere else, except for tight end, they're bad. That's really why this team sucks so bad. They have pass rushers. They have a left tackle. They have a quarterback. Everyone else sucks. Their running backs stink. Their wide receivers stink. The rest of the offensive line sucks. The defensive line is okay. The linebackers suck. And the cornerback and safeties are god-awful. And when you look at that, I think Jalen Ramsey is the guy, is the pick here, if they stay at number one. And now this presents an interesting dilemma. As we talk about, now number two, the Cleveland Browns have hired Hugh Jackson, and I'm sure he wants to move on from Johnny Manziel. So who are they going to take? They're going to have to take a quarterback, either here or at pick 32. Because if they took Joey Bosa here, I think that's what I would do. Really, I think I would take Joey Bosa here because, again, I think Joey Bosa is the best prospect in this upcoming draft. If you watch my scouting report on Joey Bosa, you know this. So I would take Joey Bosa because the Browns could use a pass rusher. I mean, Barkevius Mingo has been disappointing, and Paul Kruger has been okay. Take Joey Bosa, come back at 32, grab your quarterback. Paxton Lynch may still be there. Carson Wentz may be there. Connor Cook, Christian Hackenberg, and, develop them, and then you may have to find a free agent quarterback. I mean, this wouldn't be ideal, but I think Joey Bosa is going to be a Pro Bowler. And I for the Browns needing a pass rusher, I wouldn't very easily skip out because I don't think Jared Goff is that much better than someone you're going to find at 32. I think the gap would be like this. So I would really consider taking Joey Bosa here. But for now, I have them getting Jared Goff, and that's fine. I trust in Hugh Jackson to develop Jared Goff into a good quarterback. But I might take Joey Bosa here. I really would. And then number three, interesting dilemma. This is the best case scenario for the Chargers here. They could take Laremy Tunsil or Joey Bosa here. But again, the Chargers don't need a pass rusher. Finally, Melvin Gordon got double-digit sacks. He finally came into his own. And then on the other side, you have Jeremiah Atauchu, who played well. Finally, the Chargers have a good pass-rushing duo. They don't need Joey Bosa. Now, last mock draft, I didn't have them taking Laremy Tunsil because I thought King Dunlap did not play very well this season. But you just re-signed him to a 4-year, $28 million deal. Okay, you just did that. This is a guy that has not played very well at guard in the past. The Eagles can tell you all about that. So I would be hesitant to do that. Can he move to the right side? Okay. So now I have you taking Laremy Tunsil here. Or keep Dunlap on that side. Have Laremy Tunsil play right tackle, kick DJ Fluker into guard. But mainly, the offensive line needs upgrading. And one of the tackle positions, at least in the left tackle position, King Dunlap is not as good as Taylor Laquon is, for example, for the Titans. So I could much rather see the Chargers taking a tackle here than the Titans would. So I have them taking Laremy Tunsil, and then the Cowboys are so happy because they got Joey Bosa. I know there's talk of the Cowboys thinking that they need a quarterback. I think talk of this is absurd. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's blasphemous. Okay, you have Tony Romo, good. I don't know why we're having discussions of the Cowboys taking. I mean, this would be so bad. I'm telling you, guys. The Cowboys, you guys have so many options sitting here at number 4. Go get you an all-star, a Pro Bowl player. Don't waste this pick on a quarterback that's not going to play for 3 years. If you really need a quarterback next year, draft one next year. You are this high in the draft. Get you a Pro Bowler. There's many Pro Bowlers to be had. Joey Bosa, Laquon Treadwell, Myles Jack. Get you a Pro Bowler. Don't waste this pick on a stupid quarterback that's not even going to play for 3 years. Just get you a damn Pro Bowler and get Laquon Treadwell, who your next quarterback can throw to. And then if you really want a quarterback, draft one in the second, third round. And that would be a much better strategy to me. I have the Jaguars taking Myles Jack. I think in Myles Jack, Gus Bradley could see his Bobby Wagner. So I like this fit. I mean, really, everything else is pretty much cut and dry. It's all in the description box below. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to comment down below, and I will reply to you quickly enough. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm probably going to get hate for this. Okay, so I have the Ravens taking Ronnie Stanley at number 6. Again, I said this in my last mock draft, but in case you weren't there for that. Eugene Monroe could be released from the Baltimore Ravens. And even if he isn't, on the other side, Ricky Wagner played bad. I think they would look to upgrade the offensive line. Even though the secondary really needs upgrading, man, Vernon Hargreaves, his stock is going down. Mackenzie Alexander, not that high. Laquon Treadwell is a possibility, but Steve Smith is coming back. Or I think he's coming back. So I think this is the most likely option here. Some people thought Laquon Treadwell going number 7 was too high. Well, I have it happening again. I just think Laquon Treadwell, the 49ers, Anquan Bolden's out of the door. Torrey Smith is not a number 1 wide receiver. You have to have a number 1 wide receiver come in and play for Chip Kelly. I think this is the guy. I mean, it's pretty much a cut and dry mock draft. The Raiders, here's the biggest problem with Raiders. So Raiders, I got a lot of Raider comments. Guys, who do you want them to take? Before you say, why do you have them taking Jalen Smith? Okay, who should they take? Please tell me. Because if you're going to tell me, okay, what are their biggest needs? Secondary. I agree. Tell me who they're going to take. Because Mackenzie Alexander is gone. Vernon Hargreaves is gone. Jalen Ramsey is obviously gone. No safety after those guys. I mean, Jalen Ramsey is the only safety that could of those guys. But no safety's worth the number 14th pick. So who are they going to take? Tell me. If you can tell me who they're going to take, before you say, why do you have them taking this player, then tell me who they're going to take that's below, that hasn't been selected yet. You have to watch that. So I had the Raiders taking Jalen Smith because I think they could use a better linebacker than Ray Armstrong on the weak side. So that's why I have them taking him. So there you go. Mock drafts. Go ahead, comment down, yell at me. It's fine. We'll have fun. Until next time, James Carter TV. I'm out. Peace.